So if there's one thing you know about me, I love SDs. And what is the SD that comes in mind that everyone's talking about? The Diao Qubeley, or they even got this wrong. This is not her name in the anime. Her name is Chaosen. But they call her Diao because that's the character she's based off of from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms novel and the Dynasty Warriors video game, which is a big influence on the Sengoku series, which is underrated because that series is awesome. Growing up, I was a huge, like, my first model I've ever got, was a SDG Generation Suzabi. And when I received that, the first thing I told my parents was, throw out my Legos, I don't want them anymore. Give me model kits because you put more time into it and they stay together. Legos, when you build them as a kid, you know what happened to that $100 set? You know, you want it so bad. Dude, it's in the box with the other sets that no one cares about anymore. So, that was 1997, so that was the transfer over. And growing up, my two favorite things in the world was Gundam and Dynasty Warriors. Because I love Dynasty Warriors video games, and I love the Romance of the Three Kingdoms books, and I love the lore, and I love all of that. So, with that said, I graduated high school, I was lost, I was in a bad spot, and then they were like, hey, guess what video game we made? I said, what's that? Dynasty Warriors Gundam, which was like, to me, that game was amazing. And I played the sequels, I played them religiously, because my two favorite things in one, love child. So what happened in 2010, like, oh, guess what, we'll make one even better. Let's make animated series, Sengoku. And Sengoku had a really bad English dub, but I watched the sub, and they're short episodes, so if you ever can come across them, I think they're on YouTube. I'm sure that Gundam uploaded them. Watch it. It's really cool because, yeah. And now back to this. The infamous Diao Qubeley. This model is stuff of legend. Stuff of legends, well, when it comes to, I guess, me. Everyone else probably has no idea. They just released a bunch of like random Sengoku models with extra parts, recoloring. But you know what? They didn't even reissue the main characters. They just released a bunch of like nobodies. You know, like pretty much they didn't release the main guys. But the big thing was this, the Qubeley. This model was released in 2011 for the DVD or Blu-ray box, and if you wanted the model, it would cost you $300. And trust me, there's many drunken nights when I'm like, I gotta get it. And I'd be texting my buddy, you know, the guys here, I'm like, guys, I'm gonna pull the trigger on this, you know, I really want this model. And I'm like, the Blu-ray's fine, it's in Japanese, no English subtitles. I said, I'll watch the show in the background, but I stopped myself. I don't know how. Many times. That thing was in my shopping cart for many times. So when they announced this, dude, I remember texting everyone like, oh my god, it's coming up, and it's only like $11. So I dodged many bullets. So repackaged, bigger boxes, and it comes with extra parts. All these Sengoku reissues come with extra parts. The General's palette is a vehicle used to transport generals, so Diao wasn't really a general, so I don't know why she comes with it, but you know what, whatever. So let's take a look. Oh, here's the parts. I'm probably not going to paint this unless I build other ones. I have a bunch of them I already have to build and paint because I love collecting them. I love SDs and I love Dynasty Warriors and Sengoku, so I had to get them. So I'll use this for another, probably one of the, like Sunsei's daughter or something. Someone, Sunjian. Of course, his SDs aren't complete without a sheet of stickers, and there's her eyes. That's a big thing, anime eyes stickers. And here it is. These are actually molded really nicely because I've been down some deep dark roads where I had to actually buy the third-party models because I wanted one so bad. I came across one. The guy pretty much gave it to me. I built and painted it. It was terrible. The model was so bad. So this is actually really exciting because I never got my hands actually on one. So it's cool. PVC parts, cool. You know, the PC parts, cool. And the manual. I know what you guys are thinking. You want to get the model for your girlfriend or for your little kid, and you want to get it for yourself, and you want to build and paint. Not even paint it, you just want the model for yourself. You're thinking, oh yeah, I'll get it and build it and throw the stickers on. And then she has that, I don't know what it's called. What's it called? Satchel? I don't know. Goes over her veil. It's actually part of the manual. You have to cut out and paper and Yeah, it's actually part of the manual. You're gonna have to cut that out with a pair of scissors, like they say, and you're gonna have to stick it in their arm sockets, and that's it. Come on, guys. Come on. I understand, it's only a $10 model. What do you expect? It's better than spending $300. Oh man, if I spent $300 on this model, I'd be bugging. Yeah, simple SD. I'm loving Bandai. The only thing Bandai's done lately, actually no, Bandai does some good things now and then. One of the biggest things they've done is English subtitles, man. It's all English now. All these manuals in English. Thank God. Thank God. But they molded her in a newer pinkish color. Like she wasn't that pink in the animated series. But when I think Qubeley, I'm thinking white. A lot of white. Because this is what she's based off of Cuba. She's based off of Hamon's Qubeley, not the Peru. So I'm thinking white. I understand she want to be a little girly and stuff. And oh my God. I'm just having flashbacks from painting this model in the past. Oh man, so you know what? There's to it, guys. So we were back about 5 minutes later. Literally, I popped these pieces out because these SD kits are kind of meant for kids. So SD kits in general, you could pop out, but there's nut marks everywhere. I'm gonna clean it up and take care of it myself. I'm just getting the ball going, you know. I'm not waiting around on this guy. Like, I'm excited for it, but you know what? I already built and painted one. Yeah, seriously, it's right there. Anyway, so it's actually really, these Sengoku models are meant to be like kit bash, but more of a, oh, you could take this guy's arm, throw it on there, you could throw things in the backpack. So it's really cool, you know. It's for kids, really, like this stuff. But you know, I'm an old dying man. So these are actually, I collect these a lot. I'm ecstatic about this, and painting it is kind of rewarding, but it's also a pain because there's people that come up to me all the time. Dan, how do I get better? How do I get better? How do I get better? I was like, you know how you get better? Paint. Grab yourself a vintage kit. Grab yourself an SD. Go to town. Anyone could build and paint a high grade, like a newer high grade, because there's no more seam lines. There's no more. You don't require any hand painting anymore. No more masking. All the parts come right off. This requires a ton of hand painting, masking, and there's some seam lines. And you want to get better, do the SDs, man. The SDs are only like $10 also. It's a good way to practice. People buy the $100 Sazabi Katoki kit thinking, oh man, I'm gonna get so good, I'm gonna paint this. I'm like, hey, is this your first model? Yeah. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're gonna butcher. Start off with this and go at it. So, you know, these Sengoku models, they do fall apart, you know. And when I build and paint models, I don't, you know, I usually pose it in one spot and that's it. I don't pose, you know, like, it's not getting played with. It's not getting posted. It's gonna go in my display case, or it's gonna go in the display case of Gundam Planet. It's gonna sit there till I'm in the grave, because that's what happens. That's the cold hard truth. And I did not do this because I refused to even look for a pair of scissors to cut this out. So here it is. But now look. With magic. Bam. Diao Qubeley painted. So, right off the bat, you see I got rid of the pink scheme. I'm not a big fan of the pink scheme. When I think Qubeley, I think white. So I actually did use a touch of red when I mixed the white up to airbrush, just to give it a tint. Hand painted a lot of the gold trim, hand painted all the red details, masked off a lot of parts, panel lined it, and one thing a lot of people probably notice is, hey, it has those eyes. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to give it eyeliner. I like the whiteness, I like the eyes. It kind of reminds me a lot of Suzy Sue from Suzy and the Banshees with a lot of white, thick black eyeliner. It looks pretty cute to me. I'm a huge fan. I love Diao-chan. I love, from Dynasty Warriors Gundam. Qubeley is probably my top 5 favorite mobile suits of all time. It's definitely my top favorite Xeon suit. That's for sure. So, this is really... This is just like, it's awesome. It's awesome. But also, you notice the ribbon? You know what I did? I went to Michael's. I bought a spool of ribbon for $4, and I got 1,000 of these. So if for some reason you're here one day, you know, I'm here, I'm gonna leave the spool of ribbon here. You say, Dan, I want to use my promo code. Dan, give me the spool. Give me some ribbon. I'm like, no problem. Cut a piece off for you. Here you go. And it's the one with the wire, so you can pose it real nicely. And I love it. This one's going on display, and people are gonna appreciate it. And then people are going to say, oh, I can't wait to get it, and this is what you get. So, You gotta work your magic. Alright? So, there it is. What's up, guys?
How's it going?
Nah, recording videos. Cause Nick's busy, so I said to him, I don't need Nick here. I can do it myself. Nick, the only thing I want Nick for. No, it's actually recording right now, so he's gonna see this video. So Nick, if you see this, the only thing I need you for, Nick, is edit the video. If you don't,
take a picture of you and tell him that.
Yeah, tell him I'm ready.